Welcome to this first video on the shortcuts series, verb shortcuts, tense shortcuts, whatever you want to call it. What is the point of this series? Well, French conjugation, French grammar, French tenses, French verbs are notoriously difficult, um, as illustrated by these two images here. The first one on the left, learning French has really encouraged me to live in the moment because I currently cannot conjugate any other verb tense, is on the one hand funny, but it's also true. It's a complicated thing, and also on the right, French conjugation just sort of brings back memories of these massive lists of verbs, and just looking at that table de conjugaison on the right, you really realize that French conjugation, French grammar can be very overwhelming, and you don't know where to start. Blah blah blah. So the whole point of this shortcut series is to tell you that, well, you don't need to learn all the rules because there are so many rules. You need to know about auxiliary verbs and past participles and être and avoir and endings and all of these different things. If you don't want to learn any of those rules, you can just choose a selection of verbs, just select a handful of verbs, useful verbs that you will use in your exam, and learn them in a few different tenses, and that's it. That is enough to get a good grade on your IGCSE. Now, bear in mind, this is the sort of bare minimum that I would recommend to sort of pass your IGCSE. If you really want to go above and beyond, then there are other videos explaining all the rules, how to properly form verbs in the passé composé, in the futur simple, what the difference is between the imparfait and the passé composé. There are videos for that, but that is not the purpose of this series. The purpose of this series is to give you 10 verbs. I've chosen 10 verbs that I think are very useful verbs that you'll probably use in your writing part of the exam and in your speaking. And there are flashcard sets to accompany these lists so that you can go away and practice them. And yeah, 5 different tenses, 10 verbs, that's 50 flashcards in total. And if you manage to learn them, then that is already a huge, well, that'll be a huge help for your IGCSE. So without any further ado, let's get into this. No rules at all. I'm just going to show you the verbs, give you the link to the Quizlet set. You go away, you memorize them, and that's it. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get on to the first tense, which is a passé composé.